first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
I don't know what happened. Reddit did to do, and welcome into more important issues.
I thought it was me at first. I was like,
It is Thursday, November 20th. It's Florida week. 2 Tennessee basketball teams are playing right now. The Lady Vols were up 16-0, well into the first quarter. I saw several moments ago.
who were they playing?
MTSU did get on the board. So good for MTSU. Derek Mason's schools continue to struggle.
Yeah, we wanted the shutout, so shame on you, Lady Vols.
This is his first year at MTSU as the head coach, correct?
I don't know. Is it?
I thought so. Maybe not. I don't care enough is the problem. I was just
Yeah,
whatever. Good to be back with you guys. Feels like it's been a little bit of a long week. We're getting there though. Tomorrow, or if you're listening to this on your drive to work, today is Friday. And yeah, we head into Florida week, and
we are not headed to Florida.
No. We're headed to Florida week. We're headed to yeah.
Don't get you confused. We are not going to be down there.
No. And Landon, this is other than 2020, this is the latest Florida game that's been played since forever. I'm scrolling back. There was one in October 4th. That was a 10-9 game. Everything else is pretty much September until 93 or 92.
Treon Harris game?
I believe that was a Treon Harris Florida team. I don't know.
That's
I don't
rough.
remember. Yeah, I remember
a lot of
10-9.
Especially if it was an away game. It's more times than not been rough.
Yeah. We did play them in December, COVID year. The last time we played them in December was 2001. That was in the Swamp, and that was a dub.
Okay.
So
take out COVID year because it doesn't count.
Yeah, well, and it was in Knoxville, so
okay,
double doesn't count.
Even better.
That's 2. You get 1/ for COVID, 1/ for Knoxville out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This one is late in Gainesville. Yeah. Why not us?
And of course, Caleb, 7:30 kickoff. I mean, we love 7:30 kickoffs on the road.
Which is just that's absurd that we got that slate. Because
but we knew it was going to happen.
Sure. We've not played great football. But Florida's really not played great football. You have Missouri and Oklahoma playing at noon. USC, well, they're CBS. Okay. I was going to say, come on. Kentucky and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a playoff team. Why aren't they playing at 3:30? What are we doing?
Yeah, is 7:30? Is that the prime time? I know it was last year. Is it not?
I think 3:30 and 7:30 are both technically primetime spots for ABC, ESPN.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, literally anybody else, please.
Please. And we are unfortunately in that week where a lot of teams are playing the game we did last week. Auburn's playing Mercer. Alabama's playing Eastern Illinois. Texas A&M's playing Samford. Texas is playing Arkansas. LSU's playing Western Kentucky. South Carolina's playing Coastal Carolina. So a lot of layup wins this week. So we didn't have much of a shot. But I don't know. It being at night just crushes myself. It just sucks that we have to sit on it all day. It sucks that we have to think about. I feel okay. I feel okay. This is my first time really thinking about it. Like really, really thinking about it. So I don't like that.
Well, it's hard to like. It's more of a worry than an excitement. Like I want to be excited about it. It's just hard to be right now with kind of what you're playing for, and it's more of like, well, you better win.
Sure. It's nice that the playoff pressure has been removed, but there's pressure to beat an awful Florida team.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, because I think there's not that they're not talented, not that they can't win. They don't win. And you should beat them this year. And so that's what sucks is like all the pressure of the playoff potential has been crushed, but there's still that. I wish Florida was just really good this year and it would all be gravy. Like get in there and win. It doesn't really matter if you lose kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now that you're head and shoulders better than them, like you have to win. And I feel like you kind of have to win out because if you beat Florida, cool. If you lose next week, it sucks again. So I feel like to get some momentum in the offseason, you have to win out.
I think obviously you really want to win out. I think there is. I hate to say this as a Tennessee fan. Losing to Vanderbilt this year would not be the end of the world. It would suck. Don't get me wrong. It'd be the end of my world. But it wouldn't. It's not soul crushing, program crushing like losing to a Derek Mason Vanderbilt team. It's not the same Vanderbilt. So yeah, I mean, I just don't think it's absolutely critical. I think that's one thing we talked about on Sunday. I wasn't saying lose to Florida. Let's get Josh Heupel out of here or anything. I think this game, especially when you're the better team. This team's on its last leg. They've got 12 guys listed out. I mean, it's insanity. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. I'll say that. It doesn't feel right, and I want it to feel right.
Yeah, I mean, looking at like on these teams on paper, it's like Tennessee should win this game over and over and over again. It's just as a Tennessee fan, you know how it is. And like Josh Heupel's been not great on the road.
Yeah.
And you've lost some games you shouldn't have. So I mean, like all this is like piling on to thinking like, okay, it could be Tennessee should, if they're gonna win, it's probably gonna be by 2 scores. I think if Florida wins, it's a close game.
Yeah,
and I think if it is close,
so.
I would probably pick Florida to win. I think Tennessee needs to get out fast. And
to be fair,
yeah, go ahead.
When Tennessee loses on the road and soul crushing, it's usually a blowout.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Arkansas wasn't.
Right, but I think that you got South Carolina, Missouri, which again, Missouri wasn't. I don't know. The Missouri one gets overblown. We shouldn't have lost the way we did, but that one gets overblown. Yeah. No turnovers.
Florida has. Yeah, they have one of the worst offenses in the country, but somehow they stay in games they shouldn't be in. But I think as inconsistent as Tennessee has been, Florida's been even more so. I mean, they beat Texas. They lose a close one to Georgia.
Texas sucks. I think we can officially stamp that.
Sure. They were in it with Ole Miss until the fourth quarter, basically. It was a 10-point game, but it didn't feel that way for the majority of it.
Didn't it feel like in the first half that Lane Kiffin was coaching to get fired? Is it going for it on random fourth downs?
Well, he does that all the time. He looks like an absolute
He
moron.
felt more random and dumber this week.
He had one of the worst fourth down play calls I've ever seen in my entire life against Georgia.
Maybe, that one was bad. Maybe it was because of the Florida rumors swirling, but they were so dumb. I was like, I think he might be trying to get fired.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't realize they were 5 of 7 on fourth down. It felt opposite of that. 2 of 7.
Yeah. And then and then they get absolutely waxed by Kentucky.
That one will never make sense to me because I think we're gonna see Kentucky get beat by 30 this week.
I kind of want to take them to win.
I wouldn't fault you, but I feel.
I don't think they do, but I think it's worth to try to get a good value in it because I think they're playing good football, and I don't think Vanderbilt's as good as what people think they are. I don't. They might beat us, but it's kind of the same with Oklahoma. Like they're not that great either.
Yeah, but where Vanderbilt excels and Oklahoma doesn't is the explosive plays, and then they also, like Oklahoma, limit explosive plays.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think they'll beat Kentucky just fine. I don't think they'll limit their explosive plays.
Well, somehow Vanderbilt's sold their soul because they are hyping up a quarterback, and he's number 5 in the Heisman race right now, and he's averaging like 180 yards per game through the air. It's insane.
Don't get me wrong. I'm never gonna be all out for Diego Pavia. Never.
No.
Of note, Trey, I'm glad you're having a great week. Shout out to Trey and Ole Miss. Every time I've kind of like started to get like start getting too into college football, so I start thinking about this game. I'll just Google Lane Kiffin. I'll snort a big old line of the latest Lane Kiffin rumor, and I'm back to earth. I'm good, and it's been awesome. I don't think there's any physical evidence that Lane Kiffin was in either Baton Rouge or Gainesville. It's been reported by reputable reporters. Don't get me wrong. You're telling me there's not a picture anywhere of this guy? He's apparently touring the city.
Him. Apparently, he sent his ex-wife and his son was looking at high schools.
That makes it even worse. That's always the rumor. Yeah, it's officially not true. I don't think it's true. How's there not a photo anywhere?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We are photographed. You're telling me some security guard that's a huge Florida fan didn't pull that from the CCTV footage at the airport or whatever? I don't know. Did they go to Jimmy John's? Did they go on Jimmy John's boat? Is that why they couldn't find him? We got to interview the sharks. I did not have sexual relations with that shark.
Yeah, who got humped?
Yeah, there's a photo of Jim McElwain and or Jimmy John humping a shark. You're telling me there's not a photo of Lane Kiffin somewhere in Gainesville? Get out of town.
Also, why do you send your ex-wife? Like if you're not going,
you don't remember the rumor at the beginning of the year they were getting back together?
Oh, is that still a thing?
It was a rumor at the beginning of the year because she moved to Oxford with the son in high school, I think. Mm-hmm. I remember the rumor of them getting back together, and then I believe in that documentary they talked about her moving to Oxford.
Interesting.
Layla, right?
Yep. Yeah, poor Knox. He has to go to all these high schools in Baton Rouge or Gainesville to try to find a facility or a OC that's worth the crap. Good luck, buddy.
Wait, does his OC suck or something?
No, I'm just saying. In general, he just does not fit in. I don't feel like at any of those schools in Baton Rouge or Gainesville.
There's some private school in both those cities.
That's
probably right up his alley. Oh yeah, yeah, dude.
Maybe he goes to IMG. He goes to Bradenton.
Apparently, don't want to play for his dad. So.
Well, apparently there were some rumors about there was a Zillow watch.
Yeah, Dan Mullen's house is finally off the market. Apparently, which again, I don't even know if that's. I didn't look. I didn't fact check it. I just saw the message board.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna fact check it. I'm not gonna. It's not going to happen. Quit asking. My next favorite story that's gotten my mind off this. Bill Belichick cheering on his girlfriend at her adult co-ed cheerleading competition. Which I get, dude, he's just he might have dementia. He's just reverting back to like a teenager. He'll just go anywhere to try to get laid. Anywhere.
Yeah.
I get it. Been there, buddy.
Sure.
My biggest issue with this story. Can we quit calling people who don't cheerleaders? It makes zero sense. They're dancers or they're tumblers or they're stuntist, whatever you want to call it. They're not leading cheers anywhere, Landon.
Yeah, would it be a spirit squad?
No, they're not. They're not squad spirit for anyone. They're just dancing. They're just dancers. They're just tumblers. They're
okay.
At least like when Tennessee or a high school goes to those things to compete, at least at some point their duties are to lead cheers.
13-time national champions, the Tennessee Volunteer Spirit Squad.
I'm going to be honest. Maybe they won one recently. I feel like I've been hearing 13 for a long time. I feel like we need to. Maybe
you have. I feel like I need to see the years because that seems.
Are we Auburn? Are we adding them like Auburn just randomly claiming
well,
1961
I think
titles?
It might be one of those. Yeah, it could be one of those things where you're like, you won it in this category or that. I'm like, how many categories can you be a national champion in?
That is a lot of those. Is they have a bunch of different categories. Like it's like a youth baseball tournament where 8 teams leave and they all have diamond rings, World Series rings for playing 4 games in July.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, her hair was by far the second most absurd thing about that. The most absurd thing is that they're called a cheerleading squad.
Or that Bill Belichick is in the like. I just don't understand. Like I understand like adult league is something people do, but like cheerleading, is that really a thing?
See, I think it would just be framed better if they were like, yeah, it's her dance, like she's a dancer and it's a recital, which is pretty much like what it is.
Sure, like she's at the Fantasy of Trees or something.
But I think if they just don't call themselves cheerleaders, which would make sense because they're not, then it wouldn't look as weird. But it now kind of looks like he's dating a teenager, which he pretty much is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, Monty. I just thought it was hilarious.
All right, Florida.
I mean, we have to talk about it. I want to. I am. Again, I wish this is a very winnable game, and I'm happy it's winnable. Don't get me wrong. I wish it wasn't so glaring that Tennessee should win.
Sure. Yeah, it's scary.
Actually, I just looked at it. 65% according to the matchup predictor on ESPN. In the swamp, 65%.
I mean, if you go back on history, there's no reason why Tennessee should be favored. I don't care how much better Tennessee seems. It just doesn't happen. They've lost 10 straight games down there. And they've lost every way imaginable. I mean, we go back to the, what was it? And
2017 Hail Mary.
2017 Hail Mary.
Which one were you thinking of? Sorry,
4th and 13, 4th and 17, something like that. With Antonio Callaway. Yeah, all they had to do was tackle him because they threw it in front of the sticks, and we didn't tackle him, and he went for 6.
And then 2015, Aaron Medley misses it was a long 50-yard field goal, I think. That started in the upright, and so everyone on the sidelines started to run onto the field.
Yeah, 2023 was another time you should have won, and you just didn't. You lost to Graham Mertz. 2021, what was
that?
That was when
that was not good affair.
Yeah, we just got beat. I mean, again, like going back to their offense, it's all about DJ Lagway. And there's times where you can tell, like, oh, like he's an NFL player. And there's times where you're like, holy crap, how in the world did he end up at a Division I school?
Yeah. I mean, he's thrown 12 touchdowns this year and 13 interceptions. Leads the SEC in interceptions, not touchdowns, I'm sure you can imagine, because I mean Kentucky threw for almost 12 in that game alone. I mean, is there a fire at my house? Good. Jeez. Yeah, it's not like they have this prolific running game to lean on. And then their defense is fine.
Yeah.
But it's not enough, again, to lean on. It's not enough that they could go out there and just tell DJ Lagway and company to possess the football, get your points when it's in field goal territory, or when you're in their territory. Like, it's very much the offense would still have to win them games. Their defense isn't good enough to win them games. So, I mean, again, it just, everything seems like this should be Tennessee's ball game. And Monty said it a minute ago. Thank you for keeping us on schedule, by the way. No turnovers. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to win the turnover margin in this game. That was the deciding factor in the Oklahoma game. We've harped on it. Playing complementary football is my biggest gripe. If Tennessee's able to turn the ball over, you've got to do better than handing it right back. That means 3 and out. I mean, don't love the Georgia one, but you got points in that one, and you were in a position to win it at the end. And so points, go get points. Or if you get it in your territory and you're at your own 10, flip the field. Don't go 3 and out. Like, it just, it's mind-numbingly just brutal to watch us cough away chances when our defense gives them to us.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the frustrating part, is like Tennessee just can't put it together. Is like when the offense is humming, the defense can't help them out. And when the defense is getting stops, then the offense likes to turn the ball over or stall out and go 3 and out. And like, it just, like you said, play complementary football, get stops, and then keep the chains rolling. Go get points. Go if it's a field goal, fine. Like, you helped your defense out if they got to stop and you got 3 points. Whatever it takes, Tennessee needs to move the football, and I think they need to do it early. I think if you let Florida hang around, and I think that's when you end up playing not to lose, and you make mistakes on the road, and when you got a quarterback who's hasn't been protected a whole lot and he gets happy feet sometimes, I think they need to make that the other way around and do that to DJ Lagway. Like, that's a thing that I just can't wrap my head around, is like, what happened to our pass rush?
It's
just gone.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this Tuesday or Wednesday night. I think that's been the most disappointing part of this defense. I'm incredibly frustrated with the safeties. If you listen to this show more than once, you know that. The corners, the injuries suck. It is what it is. Boo Carter situation, we wanted it to be different, but we should have known in July. It is what it is.
Sure.
The pass rush was there. We had high hopes coming into the season. It was there at the beginning of the season. They led the SEC by a large margin in the first 4 or 5 games. And now it's nowhere to be found. And I don't get it. And I think that is a weird thing that I can't put my finger on. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go back and watch every bit of every game to see, like, what, like, are we getting a pass rush, but they're just getting it out too fast, or
which I do think that is sometimes, but still we're coming up empty in a lot of games.
Yeah.
Didn't get a sack against Alabama, didn't get one against Kentucky.
You might have got a couple against Oklahoma, but I mean,
there were probably a lot of John Mateer sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that needs to be figured out because
did
DJ
you have him
Lightweight,
against Arkansas? Was that the other one that you were empty? Look.
it probably wasn't great. But I mean, Joshua Joseph's like, we were thinking like, oh yeah, he's going to be a first rounder. And I mean, he's dealt with some injuries a little bit, but he's kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
I think this needs to be
you
a
had 5
good.
against Arkansas.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. So that was where it stopped. Was Arkansas.
Yeah.
It's been frozen in time since then.
You need to figure it out. Joshua Joseph's, that whole crew, I mean, he got a week to basically 2 weeks to rest up until this game. So, I mean, he should be amped up, ready to go. And, you know, I know like people are saying like there's not a lot to play for, but I do think these 2 games come at a good time where like you're not in the playoff, but man, there is a lot to play for. I think I heard it today where Tennessee could like the guys that are seniors can average, if they win out and win a bowl game, they will average 10 wins a year in those 4 years. That's insane.
Yeah.
From where we came from. I mean,
absolutely.
Well, during Derek Dooley or Butch Jones, like those 4-year guys, what was their average?
I don't know. They also never beat Florida.
Not great.
Butch did. Sorry, Butch did one time.
Once. Yep.
Yeah. Too, looking at the offense side of the football, I think we've got to see. I don't think we will because we're too late in the year. Feed your guys who are being dogs. Feed the hungry. Like when Brazel's on, I mean, I think from the get-go, you have to overly target. Like if you're going to throw an interception, it should be targeting Staley or Brazel.
Sure.
If you're going to turn the ball over there. I think, you know, I think with how good those guys are, and then you do have Deshaun Bishop, I feel like you need to see the inverse of from the jump, lighten the box, make them drop 7 into coverage to keep up with those guys. I hate seeing Brazel dominate. It seemingly the defense isn't doing anything different, and we just stop going to them.
Yeah,
it's very frustrating. It's very annoying. And I think in this game when things are going to get tight, go to the guy who you know will make plays in Staley or Brazel.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's also with the offense, you got to play complementary football with that. Where if you know they drop 7 back, you got to run the ball effectively. Because if you're not, they'll just stay in 7 back and they'll bracket Brazel and try to keep him. You know, you're going to have to throw a stop route or a hitch route to him, and that's the only way you're going to be able to get him the football. So I think when Tennessee, if they're able to come out, throw the ball like they should, target Ethan Davis. I mean, he was hot against Oklahoma. Get him going again.
So I was going to say that's going to be an interesting thing to look out for in the Tennessee offense this week is obviously that trust is grown there with Ethan Davis. You have Miles Kitselman. What was his official list? Was it out or was it questionable?
He's out. Yeah, he's
okay.
out.
I thought it was. I just couldn't remember. So what does that look like? Are they, I mean, do they target him early? Then do they target him often? And I mean, it's on him too. Like, is he going to make plays from the jump, or is it going to take some time to get him comfortable into? I think he's incredibly vital in this game because I mean, he was going to be an important factor anyways, but especially with Kitselman out. Mm-hmm. And then who kind of steps up in that number 2 role where Ethan Davis is having to fill Miles Kitselman's spot. Or do we see 12 personnel much in this game? I don't know. That's an interesting thing that we haven't seen Tennessee had to tackle yet.
I heard somebody commented today when we tweeted that Miles Kitselman was out, and they're like, well, we don't really have to worry about picks this week.
Yeah, so Joey's had thrown 10 picks. I can think of 3 right off the top of my head that have hit Miles Kitselman, touched Miles Kitselman.
Yeah.
And then was there one more that was targeted to him?
I think there's been 4 total.
Because there were 3 alone in the Mississippi State game? There were 3?
There was 2 in Mississippi State.
Okay.
And then there was one, obviously, against New Mexico. And I think there's another. Oh, I mean, Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that touched him, but
Yeah.
it was a target. So
It was a target, but 3, because 2 in the Mississippi State game touched him.
yeah.
Did he throw one targeting Kitzelman in the Oklahoma game?
I don't remember.
He threw that
all those. I know he threw the abysmal one over the middle.
Yeah, that wasn't to Kitzelman. That was to
the safety.
yeah. I guess that was that to Brazel technically? He would maybe claim it was to Brazel.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's see if it says on here who this one was targeted to. It doesn't say. I was hoping maybe it would.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be a big thing to look at is the tight end room. Like, do you go Van Doorslayer? Does Brame get some action in this game because you're shorthanded there? Maybe. But I'm with you. I think you kind of lean on your guys. And I think you need to get Deshaun Bishop rolling again. Like he was, I know he's dealt with some injuries, but he's
Which I mean, I think
ready to go because Tennessee needs him.
That's another thing too, is how healthy is he? We're going to get a heavy dose of number 2, I'm sure. It kind of looked like, I don't know if it was because of the opponent, but they leaned more on Peyton Lewis. But I mean, Star Thomas just hadn't been a big factor lately. But do they try to go back to Star Thomas in this game where he's a threat catching the football as well? Like I think that's going to be interesting to see how they handle that. Or do they give Peyton Lewis a chance to win that second spot or lose it for the last 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he ran the ball really well last week.
Yeah.
Hard to judge how well because of who you played, but I thought he ran the ball well.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Also, Joey Aguilar had a rushing touchdown in that game. He looks slower than molasses, but I do think he needs to use his legs because I think these next 2 weeks, you're going against decent defenses. And so, like, if something breaks down, I feel like Joey Aguilar needs to make a play with his legs to keep a drive moving.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he needs to pick up 20 yards like he did or however long that one was, but I think pick up 5 or 6 yards here and there. Like, it needs to be a threat. You need to have teams respect it because right now I don't think they do. New Mexico didn't. That's why he's able to score a touchdown.
I made the joke that talking about Sam Levitt, I was like, I don't like my quarterback wearing an arm sleeve. Looks just, I don't know, doesn't look right. I think Joey needs something to help him look faster. I don't know what it is, but maybe I love his look. He's just got the turtleneck. That's it. But I think maybe he needs something. We got to get him. Got to get him looking faster. I don't know, man. But speaking of what he wears, why does he wear a quarterback armband? I've never seen him use it. And it seemingly has plays on there.
I don't know. Maybe it's a certain situation.
Okay.
Does he wear it every single time?
I can't think of a time he hasn't worn it. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
This week was pretty cool. I don't know whose emblem I would, but for the salute to service game, it was because it's normally I've seen checkerboard, I've seen a power T on the paper. This week it was someone's, like the flight that they have like on their flight patches and stuff.
Yeah.
It was someone's emblem. I didn't get a good look at it, but it was pretty cool. But I don't know why he wears it. I was curious if you had noticed him looking at it or because we're all, I mean,
not really. I do see a picture of him in this one and he's wearing it.
I think he's worn it every game. I'm not 100% sure though.
Maybe he wore it at App State and he's just kind of used to it. I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of I had that thought. I was like, does he just like it?
Yeah, he's worn it his like entire. He had to wear it during JUCO probably, so he just got used to it and just kept it rolling.
Yeah, I don't know. He did wear one at App State. Let's see if we can find any older pictures. I like this game.
There's hardly any pictures of him in junior college.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I was looking at Florida's offense a little bit. I just hope you're able to keep it this way. 33.8% on third down.
Holy crap. Why? Why did you even say that? I don't know if there'll be a single point in the football game that they're less than 33%.
Maybe not.
He didn't wear one against Syracuse.
Okay.
That's the only game I've seen. And you're right. I Googled JUCO and I haven't seen a single picture of him at all in junior college.
I don't think there is. Because I know he was – I know he was at one junior college and then he didn't – it was COVID, so he had to go somewhere else the next year. I don't know. He's had a long road to get to where he is. And then apparently he can maybe get another year. I don't know. That's still being talked about. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Also, their 3 top receivers are out.
I'm shocked they have top receivers to speak of because I looked at those statistics the other day and
yeah,
they feel very 2018 Tennessee.
Who are receivers in 2018?
Well, we had good ones, but that was a rough year. We didn't do well.
Okay.
Because that was you had
that was Callaway, Jennings, and
Callaway.
Palmer, right?
Yeah. But that was also the occasional deep ball to Callaway, occasional deep ball to Palmer.
Yeah.
It wasn't much to write home about.
We had a great quarterback.
Come on, man.
That's what they're so important. I mean, that's why Florida can't win a game because their quarterback just craps the bed. I mean, he's had 9 interceptions in 2 SEC games. That's crazy.
Pull up Florida's. Do you have their statistics? Because Landon, it's almost identical
To ours
in 2018.
Oh, in 2018. Oh,
So you had Jennings had 438 yards, Palmer had 484, Callaway had 592. Then you had Todd Chandler with 183.
jeez.
Why do I not remember Jordan Murphy?
Jordan Murphy was number 11. I think he had a big jet sweep is the only play I remember of Jordan Murphy.
We had 155 yards. Brandon
Okay.
Johnson had 132. Tim Jordan, Buff Hamster,
Yeah.
had 100 and something. I don't know. But if you go look at Florida's, this is when I said they have a leader, 473, 326, 239, 213, 201. Then it's 175, 174, 131.
Yeah. I think their top 3 are out. I know Eugene Wilson and I think Dallas Wilson are both out.
If you don't remember that Tennessee team, they did manage to win 5 games. Lost at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, it was a rough go. 50-17 to Missouri that year, and that was the Charlotte game we talk about all the time that we won 14-3.
Wait, what?
When we talk about that brutal Charlotte game.
Oh,
we either talk
yeah.
about Ohio or Charlotte.
I thought we played in Charlotte, but that was 2017 against.
No, that was 2018. We played in Charlotte, 40-14 to West Virginia, and then we played the 49ers later.
2017 was Butch's last year. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. All right, let's go. Tennessee wins this game because. Just give me one.
Because you went to your playmakers. Like I said, you stayed with them constantly. You rode the hot hands.
I think you win this game because you caused turnovers on defense that turned into points on offense. Just give me that.
You sound like you play to win the game.
Yeah, it's exactly what
the
you're
movie
doing.
that is. I think the team that scores the most points in this game is going to win.
Bingo. Tennessee loses this game because
they lose the turnover margin.
I think
if you lose the turnover margin, I don't think this season is the defense's fault, but they're not good enough to win you ball games. They're going to keep you in ball games. But if your offense takes you out of this game, sayonara, sweetheart.
I think they lose this game because they are not disciplined and they have 14 penalties in this one.
Well,
14
what if
penalties.
What if they have 14 and win the turnover margin?
How well do they run the football?
Okay. Not great, not bad.
It's going to be a last second for somebody. We'll see who wins.
Okay. So they're in it if they can at least.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing about this Tennessee team is that they haven't quit. I mean, I guess you can give that to Florida too. They haven't technically quit.
Well,
except when they did against Kentucky.
I'd be interested to see who took that trip north to Kroger Field because it doesn't look like many of them did.
Yeah.
And there are 12 players that are listed as injured currently. And out.
We'll kind of see where they're at. I mean, do they even – is that crowd the same crowd right now?
I see. I wonder that too. I think it's –
I think season ticket holders are still going to go because they bought tickets. There's still going to be people there. Are they – if Tennessee jumps out the 14-0 lead in the first quarter, are they gone?
Yeah, so I think that I was going to go back to that. You mentioned how important every game it's important to start fast. Games like this, that can't be overstated. You have a team on the ropes. To nothing that you've no reason. You haven't contributed to that reason at all. They're on the ropes for reasons you haven't controlled. You have to control why their fans quit on them because I think it'll be a good crowd. I think it's Florida. It's Ben Hill Griffin Stadium at night. If you give them a reason to get rowdy, they're gonna get rowdy. But I think, the first sign of trouble, they're all gonna take a caravan to Oxford and drag Lane Kiffin here.
Yeah.
I'm hearing rumors it's actually John Gruden.
Perfect. Even better. He can't wait to play in Jacksonville every year.
Oh, you think that's it?
Yeah, I think he's an NFL guy, so I think he'd be down to play in an NFL stadium every year.
Okay. Isn't that game being moved? Well, it's getting moved to Tampa, I think. So, yeah, still stands. Even more. He loves
Tampa.
Blank on the name of that stadium. The finance company.
I don't know.
What is that financial institution that it is named after? Not Edward Jones. I don't want to look it up.
I don't know.
Nicholas. I wish the transitive property worked all the time, brother, because I wouldn't even think twice about this game. I probably wouldn't even watch it if that was the case.
All right, let's go score predictions. Nicholas got his.
I like his. I love his.
If that happens, I hate that I'm gonna. If that
happens, you have to. You have to run.
You know what we're. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I might think about it. I'm not gonna post it anywhere. But there are gonna be people like, "Hey, I think Tennessee deserves to be in the playoffs." It's gonna happen.
Okay, this is a 3-7 Florida team.
Caleb,
Raymond James.
Everybody is gonna be okay, if this team loses and this team loses, there is a chance we could still get in.
I'm getting out ahead of this. It doesn't matter.
I'm with you, but it's gonna happen. If that happens, if that score happens, 48-13, if that happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Let's go 34-24.
I was going to go 31-21, so that's weird. And I want to believe so hard that Tennessee wins this football game. And I want to say 31-21, and I'm going to say it. So there it is. But, man, it just feels like all the others.
Yeah.
Please go prove me wrong. I don't even know if prove me wrong. Just like
I hate that I'm picking Tennessee. It doesn't even
just
like, but I have to. I have to go with what we know this year. I'm taking everything else out of it. It's just this football season. Tennessee should win this game by 10.
Listen, team. It should be that. Most of you all weren't here for any of the previous ones, let alone the last 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, most of these guys didn't pay attention to Tennessee until they got here. So that, I mean, they think like this series is pretty even.
Yeah.
The only thing that you need to worry about is like, hey, we lost there last time. Let's get our revenge and move on.
Don't do that. That starts getting the curse creeps in. Don't even think about it. They're 3-7. You're a better football team. Go beat them.
Yeah.
Tennessee State's basketball uniforms are some of the most hideous things I've ever seen. What is happening? I think they just won free Chick-fil-A. I think you just missed both of them.
Thank you. All right, give me a stat. Give me a stat line for somebody.
Braylon Staley, 85 yards, and 1 touchdown. Chris Brazel gets a touchdown in this one, 115.
Okay.
Sorry, that was 2 stats. I just needed to. I think we spread the ball out between those 2. That's why I had to go 2.
I'm going to go Ethan Davis, Tutty.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back-to-back games with Ty Redmond having an interception.
I like that. I was trying to think of a DB that'll have multiple. I was hoping to put multiple on one. And I couldn't. That's why I went back to receiver. Yeah, but yeah, I like that to say back-to-back. Yeah. I think Ty gets 1.
Yeah. And man, he keeps on getting better and better.
Monty, I don't know how much we rush for in this game, but I hope it's because we're just airing it out.
Yeah, you need to be able to like run the football, but if you don't, it's because you don't have to, not because you can't.
Yeah, I would like to say that if we're under 200, Monty, I hope it's because we are just slinging that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just get that pill all over the yard, baby.
Yeah. I mean, beat them so bad where Lane Kiffin's like, nah, dude, I ain't going there.
Oh, I don't. He can do whatever he wants. We don't play him every year anymore. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't really either that he's going to Florida, but I'm just saying, like, let's make him stay in Oxford. Let's beat them so bad. He's like, dude, no shot. I'm going to Florida.
What are you rooting for him to do anything?
Am I rooting for it? I honestly don't get it. Like, that's where I'm at. I don't get this whole thing. I think it's just a drama field. So that kind of leads me to believe that, I mean, he's one of the biggest trolls of all time. Does he even do anything? Is all this just a...
I'd be surprised if he does anything. I'm glad he is doing all of this because this is what I am rooting for, is the absolute most chaos. I'm glad you brought it up. Why you don't get it? He's the hottest available name, even though he's not technically available. Lane Kiffin's always available.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Freshwater is always available.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think if you're Florida LSU, I think you got to be like, yeah, like, you might land him now, but, like, I mean, he'd take another job in a heartbeat if they paid him more, or it's a better job. I mean, he's not gonna be in your debt just because you hired him away from Ole Miss. I mean, sure. He could go to Alabama in 2 years after that.
Dude, he would go to Alabama just to piss Saban off.
He'd go to Alabama just to say he coached at Alabama.
I don't think he gives a rat's ass about the Alabama name. I think the only reason he go to Alabama is to piss Nick Saban off. Or for more money.
I think he would just say, like, Saban, look what I did.
Oh,
like, that would be him.
People get on to Kalen DeBoer for like just defacing. Have you seen like the difference in their offices? Like like Saban's office had all this like wood in it. It looked like just a beautiful office scape, and then DeBoer's looks like an Apple store. And everyone makes fun of it. And I'm like, oh, the things Nick Saban or Lane Kiffin would do to Nick Saban's office and just take pictures and send it to him would be horrifying.
Oh yeah.
I'm just rooting for the most chaos, and I think we're getting that, so I'm okay. Trey, we warned you, buddy.
Yep.
Hey, fool me once. They got a saying in West Texas. I think it's a saying in Tennessee too. Yeah, it's been fun. I don't know. I mean, it's got to get more chaotic. You would think.
Yeah, I don't know what's real and what's not with all this. Wait, what were you saying?
I just with the coaching carousel in general, I think it's got to get more chaotic. Not necessarily more chaotic.
James Franklin finally was like, "All right, like I don't want any part of what's going on. I'm good with Virginia Tech."
I think he'll seem more successful there than he has at any other job. Probably equal success to Penn State, but
I think it's the easiest path to the playoff is to be in the ACC or be Notre Dame. Yeah. Either one.
So kind of in the ACC.
Kind of.
It's still ACC adjacent at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. ACC without the title. Sure. Let's go college football real quick. Go through each game. Not a ton of great games. You mentioned the SEC slate, not great. Big noon kickoff, Rutgers, Ohio State. Who cares? Oklahoma, Missouri. Oklahoma 7.5-point favorites. Does that shock you?
Yeah. I mean, it is at Oklahoma, correct?
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, I mean, I don't. That Oklahoma team is really. They are the epitome of grit, right? Like they're feisty, man. You saw it in that post game dancing on the A. They'll fight, man. They'll fight anywhere, anybody, anywhere. Missouri's got a crappy situation with the quarterback position. I don't know. So I guess as I like talk about it, maybe I don't think it'd be impossible. I don't know if I would take it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with Oklahoma's defense until like somebody beats them because they are
7.5, like or 6.5, 7.5. You roll with that?
Yeah, bro. I don't think I'd take 7.5. I think I would take 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question about college football. I don't know if it's the next game on your list. Will they introduce James Franklin at the Miami game Saturday?
I don't know. I mean, how many times, dude? I mean, drinking game. Like anytime they mention James Franklin, take a drink.
I just feel like that would be incredibly insulting to the current coaching staff because here's the guy that is about to fire you.
Yeah, but
because you suck.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Maybe they don't. I think that would be in really bad taste.
Maybe they do it like after they're down, like by 2 scores.
So midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, here's James Franklin." Like, I mean, ready to take over this program that is abysmal.
They should have put it in his contract that he's required to, for this game, go out and do that thing that every school does now where they have him yell some chant related to the school, but no one can hear it. No one knows exactly what's going on.
Like he should say
Hoke, ease, Hoke, something like that, you know?
Yeah. I think he should incorporate family in it somewhere.
I'm not saying James Franklin's an honorable man, but he's not that big of a scumbag.
USC Oregon.
Yeah, it's the college game day site.
10.5 points. I mean,
that seems. That's not an inviting line, no. Like that's just.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd probably stay away from this. I just don't.
I mean, USC.
I don't know what it looks like
in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, but are they?
Okay, sure. But in reality, yes.
Sure.
But I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. I don't know. 10.5's. I mean, Oregon being at home helps me understand that one a little bit better, but
you want chaos. I mean, USC beating Oregon, that would be chaos.
Oh, it'd be absolute chaos. I'd love it.
Yeah.
Louisville SMU.
Okay. I was going to go Syracuse Notre Dame, where Notre Dame is a 35.5 point favorite.
I Notre Dame's a team I'm like, when the spread's that big and makes no sense, kind of want to take them.
Yeah. Also non-conference game, in case you're wondering, Caleb. That is.
Does Colorado get to 4 wins? Not this week.
Who are they playing?
Arizona State.
Yeah, no.
Who's their last game? The last game's Kansas State, so maybe.
Is Dion going to be on the hot seat, or is this like since he's having health problems, that kind of like an asterisk?
Oh, is he having more health problems?
I just assumed like he would just use that.
Oh.
I mean, if I was actually, you know what? I'd want to be fired. So this is my fault, is what I would say in a press conference. It's all me. Please,
it's all me.
Please. And maybe Boo Carter's mom will join him wherever he ends up. Kentucky Vanderbilt.
We're going to have to get a Boo Carter count.
Yeah. What do you think about this game? We talked about it a little bit, but
yeah, I do. I think Vanderbilt is going to win.
Kentucky's found a little bit on offense.
I think this will be at least for like a quarter or two. I think you'll see it go back and forth. I just haven't seen enough consistency from Kentucky to be fully convinced they can win. Because I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. They go hang a bunch on Florida. They scored 34 on us. They went and played, which I mean, Auburn's defense has been competitive this year, but they only scored 10 in a win over Auburn. And then before the Tennessee game, Auburn was after it, but before the Tennessee game, the most they had scored on an opponent was 23. So I don't have a ton of belief in their offense. Kudos to what they've done lately. The Golden Eagles got the hot Kentucky. Yeah, I mean, if they can limit, and I think here's where I think they could win. I think their defense can limit the explosive plays. From Vanderbilt, I question if they can then go make the explosive plays on offense.
Yeah, I think Kentucky's offense, in my opinion, is going to be fun because they found something with Cutter Boley and Seth, however you say his last name, the running back, that's pretty good. But their defense was so bad against Tennessee. I just have a hard time thinking, like, if Vanderbilt doesn't have explosive plays, I feel like they're okay with picking up 5 or 6 yards and just driving it down their throat. So that's kind of where does Vanderbilt just wear Kentucky down and win by 10 points? I feel like that could happen. But I'm rolling with Kentucky, baby. Give me
But-
that.
Sure. I think Kentucky would love to get in make Vanderbilt sustain long drives because that's not their game.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't know.
I think Vanderbilt could win at the pace of either of them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's going to take it's going to take one of those days where like Kentucky plays really special football. I don't think that has to be combined with Vanderbilt playing horrendous football, but I think Kentucky has to play pretty good football.
Sure.
Really good
Arkansas, Texas.
Ugh.
I'll say this. I think Arkansas is the best 2-8 football team in the country.
I let me take that one step farther. I think they're the best 2-8 football team of all time.
Yeah, 100%.
I the fact that they can't find a win anywhere it's impressive. You know, I joked about Lane Kiffin trying to get fired. I think good Lord, I'm blanking on his name. Wild Hog. Good Lord.
Wild
Head coach.
Hog?
Bike rider. Head coach. Interim head coach.
Oh, interim head
Arkansas.
coach of Arkansas.
Petrino.
Bobby Petrino.
I think Bobby Petrino's maybe he got this interim head coach title. I think maybe he's having like imposter syndrome, so he's sabotaging himself. Like he told himself he wanted this job, then he got in it and he's like, I don't know if I really deserve it. I don't know if I need it. And so he's like, yeah, what if we just don't win any games? That they can't hire me then. I mean, listen, I think Mississippi State I think they're close to that category of like a good football team, considering how bad their record is. Oh, brother. With the offense Arkansas has, they should have beat them by 20.
Yeah. I mean, Mississippi State, that's another team who just can't find a way to win a football game.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe with their schedule, they're a 5-4 football team, but it feels like they have more wins out there, probably that Tennessee game included. You have Florida. They should have beaten Texas. So that's 2. Again, maybe with Tennessee, that's 3 more wins. Like this team could easily. They're 3 plays away from being 8-2, 8-3, 8-2, 8-2. No, they just have one more game left. Yeah, 8-3. Yeah, they just have the Ole Miss in the Egg Bowl. That's a 12 p.m. game. Isn't that normally a night game?
Is it on Thursday still?
It's Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. Okay.
No, it is Thursday. Sorry.
Okay.
No, Friday. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, I thought normally it's on Friday evening. Maybe not normally, but it has been the last few years. Oh, I don't really remember last year, so maybe not last year. I'm just gonna shut up.
Kansas State, Utah.
Fun.
I mean, yeah. Michigan, Maryland.
Georgia Tech, Pittsburgh. ACC implications.
Yeah, that's a close line too.
Haynes King kind of feels like he should have an argument for Heisman because of how good of a year Georgia Tech has had. And I mean, talk about a guy just willing his team there. And I mean, if Diego Pavia is in contention, he definitely should be.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking like most valuable player, Haynes King has to be up there with anybody.
Yeah.
Including Garrett Nussmeier.
All right. Done there.
BYU Cincinnati. That's 2.5. I mean, the Big 12, TCU Houston, that's a close one too. We'll see what happens in the Big 12. I think it's Texas Tech, and that's probably it. But Who knows? We'll see what happens.
For like true winner, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Vols win 89-60 over Tennessee State.
Yeah, big game from Dwayne Brown.
Yeah.
Ended the game with 13 points off the bench. He played how many minutes? He played 16 minutes at 13 points. Pretty efficient.
What's going on with Amari Abrams' sleeves? I loved him to start, but why has he lost one?
I don't know. He had 15, so I mean, whatever you're doing, just keep on doing it. He is I don't understand his style on the court or even in warm-ups. He has like 3 buttons on his pants like undone. But whatever, just roll with it.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Oh, what about the one fly from tonight?
That's pretty cool.
It's a decent. We can work on a mid snap count though. It's decent.
Yeah, he's a little. I mean, you want your quarterback to be tall. I think he's almost too tall. He's almost.
Yeah, I think so too. I was. I think we need to get him more commanding. He's a little soft, wide 80. I need a wide 80. Something in there.
Yeah, he should have got a big old butt slap too.
The two-handed one that we see on.
Yeah, I mean, you get the center a little fired up when you do something like that.
There needs to be a study on like the center quarterback relationships and how they're not as strong as they were even 10 years ago, where they're just not hand to butt constantly.
Yeah, like hand of nuts.
Yeah, they're in there sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are, but they're not, because I mean, you know how it goes in football pants. I only know one person who's, they don't hide in football pants.
Does his name rhyme with Tank? Tank Shore?
I don't know.
Oh, I was thinking Frank Gore.
I don't think nuts are his problem.
Oh no, it's just all the above.
No, he knows who he is. He's out there spying.
Out there spying. Good God. All right. Speaking of Frank, anything else with college football?
No.
Okay. Tennessee did lose another assistant baseball coach and a pitching coach, Frank Anderson, leaving Tennessee to join Tony Vitello in San Francisco. And a bit of a weird situation there. You had Kendall Rogers come out and say, like, put out a tweet saying it wasn't handled well by Frank Anderson's camp. Apparently there was some ghosting going on. Apparently he hadn't told the staff midday to day. Like, he still didn't tell them. So, and I think that was part of it. And I think it's just, it took way too long. It's kind of like the Lane Kiffin. Like, if you're going to go, just go.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And with this, like, you're trying to get some stability back into the program after what they had gone through. It's like, if you're going to, just go.
Sure.
Why wait around and then not even kind
of I didn't realize it was still. I thought at this point he was staying. I didn't realize it was
still took way too long. And then to not even keep your boys that you've been with for so long updated during that whole situation, that just feels wrong to me. I mean, whatever. I just think, like, let's just move on. Kind of thing. It sucks. I love Tony. And we actually had a question about this of, do you still have that same love for Tony? Yeah. Like, he won a national championship, brought this program back. I do want to say this, that I'm ready to move on. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm ready to get to the next chapter and get back to Tennessee baseball. I'm tired of the Tony Vitello stuff in San Francisco. He's not here anymore. And then this keeps happening where Q left, and a couple days later, Frank Anderson's gone. And it's like, just go. Just go. And we'll pick up the pieces and figure everything else out. I think Josh Nylander's he's got a tough job ahead of him, but I think he's got a, really good chance of getting this thing back on track. I just think there needs to be some stability. And, he's got Ross Kivitt. He's got Josh Reynolds, who he hired. He hired the associate head coach at Florida. And so there's trying to pick up the pieces. But again, like stuff like this just keeps happening. And I don't know. I hate that those guys left because they were a big part of the program. But, I mean, Josh Reynolds was recruiting these guys with Frank.
Sure.
Obviously, Frank's one of the best in the country, but these pitchers and players weren't here just for Frank Anderson. So I think it was more about the program. And again, let's just move on. Frank Anderson's no longer here. And apparently he was wanting to leave to go back to Texas, and then he ends up in San Francisco. It's like, I mean, it just made no sense, like this whole thing.
I missed that whole thing. Okay.
That's what Kendall Rogers put out. Like, I don't know anything about that situation. I do know that, he did not. The rest of the staff had no idea and hadn't heard from him. So
nice. Did Kendall delete that tweet? 'Cause I'm scrolling through his stuff and people are responding to it.
I don't think so.
He has a deleted tweet that people were responding to.
Oh, maybe it was the one about him trying to go to Texas. He didn't delete the one about the Frank Anderson camp, did he?
I don't know. I'm scrolling through his.
Oh, here it is. Also, Frank wanted back into Texas to get his final couple of years of Texas teacher retirement. Has zero to do with not loving Tennessee.
To get his what?
Texas teacher retirement? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't heard all that mess. Yeah, I'm not. Whatever. It sucks.
Yeah. But I mean, like, he was getting the end of his career anyways, so that's why Josh Reynolds was hired away from Cincinnati, and the staff really likes him, really believes in him, and think he's going to do a really good job at Tennessee. So again, let's move on. We have our staff intact now, finally. And it's about Tennessee baseball. It's about Henry Ford and Blaine Brown and Evan Blanco and Landon Mack and Levi Clark, Jay Abernathy, all those guys. That's who it's about. It's not about Frank Anderson and Tony Vitello, because this fiasco is hopefully finally over. And they're in California. They're on are they on Mountain Time? Probably. So
Who?
I'm not going to stay up. Exactly.
Who's on Mountain Time?
That'd be Tony Vitello and Frank Anderson. Pacific time. Sorry. Is it?
That's why I was confused.
3 hours?
Yep.
Which I think they are on Mountain Time right now. Right? Because Mountain Time is like either 2 or 3 hours behind us.
Mountain Time's 2 hours behind us. Except for Arizona. Arizona doesn't have daylight savings. So they're currently 2 hours behind us, but when we spring forward, they'll be 3.
Okay.
They don't observe it.
That's what it is. Yeah. So I'm not staying up till midnight watching a San Francisco Giants game. Basketball. Well, I mean, what do we think about this team so far? I know we haven't really played a ton of teams, but I think I like them, right?
Oh, from like, yeah. Oh, I love them. Yeah, it's hard to
Kinda
conjure up.
gauge.
Yeah, it's hard to conjure up like too many thoughts because you really just have that Duke, and I know it was played like a game, but that Duke exhibition game to go off of. Obviously, you get Monday, they go out to Vegas and you play Rutgers, and then Tuesday you get Houston. So you'll get more of a feel for this team next week, and then in the coming weeks you get Syracuse, Illinois, Louisville. So I mean, we're about to learn a lot about them, but I love this basketball team.
Yeah, so they'll play number 2 Houston, they'll play number 8 Illinois, number 6 Louisville.
Yeah, it's a cake of a schedule, Jeff Pearl or
Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this team so far. I think Nate Amin is really good. I think he's gonna score 15 to 20 something points every night, and he's gonna do it where he probably doesn't shoot all that great, but he gets to the free throw line and it's gonna get his. And I think that's what you like. You like a guy who's like, even if he's not having his best shooting night, can make sure he's gonna get you 15 to 20. By just getting to the free throw line and getting aggressive. I think Jacoby Gillespie is a freak athlete and, love what he kind of brings the whole offense and does a really good job defense tonight. I was watching the first half and had a steal and I think went to the hole, layup, back down the floor, another steal, assist, layup. I think he's really good. I think Amari Abram, if he's able to keep his scoring up, even like 10 points and shoot the basketball effectively from 3, I think this team's going to be really solid.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see the other guys and how they contribute. Because you'll need guys to show up night in, night out, and then you need Nate Amin and Jacoby Gillespie to put forth their due, like you were saying. Man, love Nate Amin. Jacoby Gillespie and the speed he plays at. When he decides to flip the court, there's not much slowing him down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out how true that is against Houston. That'll be a real test of the. That's a team that can slow you down really good. Man, that's he's got deadly change of pace when we get a turnover, when we create a turnover.
And he only had 17 points tonight. He was 1 for 7 from 3. So I think it is another thing where Tennessee's not a great 3-point shooting team, but
they're going to chuck it.
But they're more aggressive, and that's what you like to see. They shot 35 free throws tonight.
Yeah.
That's going to win you ball games. If you're not having your best night from 3, like if you're able to go to that's been the most frustrating part with Tennessee teams the past couple of years is like, if we're not shooting well from 3, it's going to be a rough game offensively because there wasn't many people to go to the rim.
Yeah. And speaking of, and that's another thing that'll be big in the Houston game is if you can be aggressive against a defense that will fight to keep you out of the paint.
Yeah.
It'll be huge.
Huge. And we have really good inside presence. I mean, I know JP's dealing with an injury right now, but Ogpara and Carey and Cade and which Cade didn't do all that. He had 5 rebounds, only had 2 points. I think you have a nice little inside presence. I think as a whole, this has to be like the best post players collectively that I think a Rick Barnes team has had.
Yeah, definitely. I would be shocked to find out there's a better one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was trying to think of like, they were good when Grant Williams and Kyle Alexander, and I think that year they had Folke, but he didn't have a big role in that team, so
right.
And that would probably be the only one that I can really think of that's even close.
Yeah, in the Rick Barnes era. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this team so far. We have a question. What is one thing that could keep this team from being elite?
The 3-point shooting, I think, is going to be. Like to see it tighten up a little bit. I'm interested to see how they are defensively against, because I thought they did. I thought they did well against Duke, and listen. There's not a lot of people that are going to stop Cameron Boozer, so I get it's hard to like even that can be a difficult game to judge it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think one thing for me is just turnovers. They had 17 tonight. I think they averaged 14 on the year. That just needs to be cleaned up, and hopefully, like these games you're playing a lot of different guys, a lot of different matchups, so maybe it's harder to get in a groove.
Sure.
So maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, that needs to be cleaned up because you go against a really good team that could, in close games, that can kill you.
Sure.
So I think Nate had 4 tonight, or Jacoby had 4. I think Nate had 3. And those two, like, I mean, they're going to have turnovers because they are your primary ball handlers, but,
right? Limit them.
Yeah, for sure. But I think this team is only going to get better. The more they play together, the healthier they get. I mean, if we're going on one thing that can keep this team from being elite is injuries. I mean, it feels like every year we deal with, and that's just a contact sport. I get it, but man, JP,
that's a I mean, when he went down, I was like, this he's just one of those guys that's going to be injured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was a blessing to see that it's nothing major. I'll tell you that.
But how long does that last? Because it said like 2 weeks, and they said today he was day to day. So I mean, what is that something that lingers? I don't know.
I based on the report that we got, I would say no, but maybe I didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
well, Landon, I hadn't considered that.
He was like jumping up and coaching a little bit on the bench. I'm just.
You thought the knee looked good.
Yeah, I mean, he's over there doing basically squats. So, I mean, are we good? You're good enough to coach over there and jump up and down. Can we put a basketball in his hands? Do the same thing.
I'd say they're going to try to get him back.
Yeah. And then Boswell,
for this stretch.
Is that
what's his official? They said I thought they did, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
His leg or something?
They just said leg injury.
I don't know. What's
just leg.
Yeah. I don't know. That I think they need him too. I don't know how much offense he's going to create, but he is really good defensively. So against more physical teams in the SEC, you're going to need Bishop Boswell. So
absolutely
want to see him get back on the floor at some point. I don't know. I just hope this isn't injuries that just linger and it's like the Jamal McCoy thing. It just got like, oh, he's day to day, not this game. Oh, it's day to day, not this game. Until like we're halfway through the season, we're like, okay, well, I guess we're not getting them back.
Yeah, that would.
I don't want that.
Not be ideal, my friend.
Yep. Guys, go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods. HoveyDryGoods.com. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. Hey, Black Friday's coming up. Why not go ahead and get your hats before then? You can get them on Cyber Monday, I guess, if you want, but you can go ahead and get them right now. Get that discount, 15% off using promo code MORE at HoveyDryGoods.com. Do it.
Go do it right now.
I think they're going to send us some stuff, so looking forward to it.
Hey, I love some swag. Holla at your boy.
Yep. Easily bought, like Lane Kiffin. I mean, just
Oh yeah. You kidding me?
easily bought. Who is the most overrated team in the playoffs right now? In the playoff, I guess, picture. Let's say top 12. Who's like, ain't no way they're making it?
Hmm. I feel like there's a lot of them because there's just like that whole. Once you get back there, it's just kind of mixed up. Like I don't know, like Utah and BYU are 11 and 12 right now, for example. Like I don't have a lot of faith in them. Notre Dame's going to get in. I don't know. Maybe they sneak their way to a national title again, but they don't feel real.
No, I mean their best win is against USC.
Yeah. I mean, Miami's still in contention, and they're a playoff team, but they're also like, what is going on with them? You know, I mean, it's they're.
Do you think they get in?
They're just in the mix. No, because I
Okay.
think they're gonna get screwed with the ACC play or the ACC championship game.
Sure.
Or not screwed. That's not the right word because they've put themselves in that position, but it's just not going to work out in their favor. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just feels like there's several teams that just like aren't quite there, you know?
Yeah. They really need who is Miami lost to?
They're gonna even if things like they have to have things shake out crazy because they
lost to
trail in
Louisville and
head-to-head.
SMU, didn't they?
SMU, yeah, like their head-to-head screws them.
So they need SMU to win out, basically. They need Pittsburgh.
Beat Georgia Tech.
Yep. And then they need to beat.
And then they need Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah, like they need so many things to work out. They don't just need chaos, they need chaos in the right way.
Sure.
And
I think Notre Dame's kind of
doubtful.
Overrated too.
Yeah. But they also lost to Northern Illinois last year and played in the national title game. So I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
It's hard to get a gauge on them because they play nobody throughout the year.
Who's going to be is Tulane going to be the
Tulane or JMU, baby? I mean,
Okay.
Tulane, John Summerall the other day was like, I'll watch that team coach. We're not good. He's not even trying to sell it, man.
What's James Madison's record?
They're 8-2 or 9-1. Let me pull them up real quick.
Okay, they're 9-1.
Yeah. And I can't remember who they play. They should win out. Washington State and Coastal. Yeah.
Okay.
They should win out.
They only lost to Louisville. Yeah. So who did you say that Tulane lost to?
Tulane's lost to UTSA by 24 and then Ole Miss by 35.
So why is JMU not in the college football playoff rankings?
Tulane's beaten Duke. So yeah, Landon, that's a great question, man. I don't know why they're doubting my Dukes.
Yeah, that's insane. All right, anything else?
They have a big win right now. They don't. I mean, they have some big wins, but no notable opponents. All right.
Did want to mention this. Did you see the Wisconsin offensive lineman that decommitted from? He decommitted from Wisconsin. His quote was, "The first two games they played Middle Tennessee and Miami, Ohio. They were close games." was the quote.
All right. I mean, he's not. He is not wrong about like that. That is an accurate description of those events.
Yep.
So good for him, I guess.
Yeah. Love it. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening. We'll be back on Sunday. Big game, man. Let's just go win one. Let's do it. Let's break the streak. You got to break the streak. You didn't break it against Georgia, Alabama. You got to do it against Florida.
Yep.
Do it. And we'll see you guys then. Thank y'all again. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.